Well, I think it stands in a very good place. The point that the president made that has to be made over and over again is that we are living in a moment where tens and tens of millions of working class and middle class people are hurting.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your stimulus check update, stimulus package update, and news report, and I'll be answering some of the questions from my last video. But first, be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notifications. According to NBC News, Senate Democrats are split on who should receive a $1,400 check.
And take care of their children. A lot of folks reaching the breaking point. A lot of folks are losing hope. And I believe the American people are looking right now to their government for help, to do our job, to not let them down. So I'm going to act. I'm going to act fast. I'd like to be doing it with the support of Republicans. I've met with Republicans. There's some really fine people who want to get something done, but they're just not willing to go as far as I think we have to go.
The Senate Democrats are divided on who should get the next round of stimulus payments, setting up a dispute as they try to approve $1,400 checks in the next stimulus relief package. And one of our politicians that are holding back the stimulus checks is none other than West Virginia Democrat Senator Joe Manchin. Everybody, I want to know what you think in the comments down below. Is Joe Manchin holding back our third stimulus check?
I've told both Republicans and Democrats that's my preference to work together. But if I have to choose between getting help right now to Americans who are hurting so badly and getting bogged down in a lengthy negotiation, or compromising on a bill that's up to the crisis, that's an easy choice. I'm going to help the American people who are hurting now.
These are people who are worried about being evicted from their homes. They're worried about feeding their kids. They're worried about being able to afford to go to the doctor. They're worried about seeing their kids get a decent education. They're worried about the need for vaccinations to be distributed faster than they are right now. So we face a terrible, terrible moment in American history, probably worse than any time since the Great Depression.
Leave a comment down below saying yes or no. I personally believe that our politicians have to see the truth, and it's that the American people are suffering. The American people need help now. These $600 stimulus checks that were sent out in December were not enough. They did no good to the American people. A $1,400 and even a $2,000 stimulus payment has to be sent out as soon as possible. If you folks agree with my message, then leave a comment down below saying I agree. Everybody, here's what you have to know about Senator Joe Manchin. Manchin wants no checks for individuals making more than $75,000 a year, or couples make $150,000. He wants the amount to start phasing down at $50,000 per person, or $100,000 per couple. Senator Angus King of Maine, who backs Manchin's amendment, said he does not have a detailed threshold in mind, but that he believes Joe Biden's stimulus bill should be refined. I do think it needs to be reduced from what the president has proposed, King said. Apart from Senator Joe Manchin and Angus King, the Democratic co-sponsors of a stimulus bill are John Tester of Montana, Mark Kelly of Arizona, and Mark Warner of Virginia. The Manchin amendment passed by a vote of 99-1 as part of the vote-a-rama on Thursday, which is part of the budget vehicle Democrats are using to pass a bill without requiring GOP support. But that was not an indicator of an agreement. After all, senators define upper income differently. The amendment comes after Joe Biden told Democrats in a Wednesday call that he would not be willing to compromise on $1,400 checks.
And we said that every working class, middle class person in this country is going to get $1,400 on top of the $600. We are going to extend unemployment benefits. We're going to protect people from being evicted. We're going to expand health care. We are going to make sure that vaccines are distributed a lot faster than they previously had been. Those were promises made, and those are promises that have got to be kept. And I will do my best to make sure that happens.
It is always so heartbreaking when we see those people lining up in long lines simply to get some food to feed their kids. I often say it's so hard to believe, and I'm sure you agree with me, Senator, it's hard to believe we see these things here in the United States of America. So that's one of the key issues facing the country right now. Senator
Joe Biden told Democrats on a call, maybe we can. I think we can I think we can better target that number. I'm okay with that. Not only that, folks, but listen up. The Senate Finance Chairman, Ron Wyden of Oregon, who's also a key figure in crafting the relief legislation, told NBC News that he's not for changing the threshold because that would exclude many Americans who are expecting relief. And I quote, "The people who get 2 checks already are expecting a third on the basis of the pledges and what was said throughout the campaign. They have bills piling up and they have difficulty paying their car insurance." Everybody, tell me what you think of Senator Ron Wyden in the comments down below. And do you believe that every American in the United States should receive a third stimulus check of $1,400? Leave a comment down below saying yes or no. Senate Budget Chairman Bernie Sanders, who is shepherding the reconciliation process, said he will insist on a threshold of $75,000 per person and $150,000 per couple before it begins to phase down. And that's the same eligibility as the last direct payment. Bernie Sanders said Democrats agree that Americans making more than that should not get payments. In regard to unemployment news, the number of workers seeking unemployment benefits fell for the 3rd straight week, and that's a sign that layoffs have started to ease following an increase in early January. Initial weekly unemployment claims declined to 779,000 last week. That's according to the Labor Department. The recent easing in weekly jobless claims, a proxy for layoffs, pointed to a stabilization in the number of workers applying for benefits, though the total remained at higher weekly levels than before a winter surge in cases. Unemployment claims also remained well above the pre-pandemic peak of 695,000 and are still higher than any previous recession for records tracing back to 1967. The latest jobless claim figures came a day before the government releases a more detailed look at U.S. employment in January. Economists forecast that employers added 50,000 jobs last month, following a 140,000 decline in December. And for those of you on SSI, Supplemental Security Income, and SSDI, generally the maximum federal SSI benefit changes yearly. SSI benefits increased in 2020 because there was an increase in the Consumer Price Index from the 3rd quarter of 2018 to the 3rd quarter of 2019. Effective as of January 1st, 2020, the federal benefit rate is $783 for an individual and $1,175,000 for a couple. Some states supplement the federal SSI benefit with additional payments. This makes the total SSI benefit levels higher in those states. Now, the following states or territories do not pay a supplement to people who receive SSI, and these are states like North Dakota, Arizona, Mississippi, and West Virginia. That's all of the news in today's video, folks. I hope all of you found this video useful, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on the post notifications, and give my videos a like. Be sure to enter the giveaway, everybody, and let's hit 50,000 subscribers by tomorrow.